Good afternoon, students. Today we are going to discuss interaction between two charged particles. Here interaction appears in form of force. So you can say force between two charged particles. This very law is also known as means force between two law regarding force between two charged particles is also known as Coulomb's law. Question is this कि why Coulomb's law? Then we used to say that this very law is given by Mr. Coulomb. That's why it is now also known as Coulomb law. One more thing you can say, SI unit of charge is Coulomb. SI unit of charge is Coulomb, and this is the law regarding force between two charged particles, means force between two coulombs. That's why this law is also known as Coulomb law. Then now come our law. See here, let us suppose here we have two charged particles having charge q1 and q2, which are separated by distance r. We used to say these are two point charged particles. Question is this, what is the meaning of this very point charge? Then as I think you have already studied about point mass. पॉइंट मास के बारे में आपने पढ़ा है, क्या पढ़ा है? इफ साइज ऑफ द पार्टिकल हैविंग मास इज वेरी लेस इन कंपेरिजन टू सेपरेशन बिटवीन डिफरेंट मासेस पार्टिकल, देन दैट वेरी मास इज कंसिडर्ड एज पॉइंट मास. अगर वह जो बॉडी जिसका कि मास हम लोग कंसिडर करने जा रहे हैं, अगर उसका साइज और सारे बॉडी जो उसके सराउंडिंग में हैं उसके सेपरेशन के रिस्पेक्ट में अगर उसका साइज बहुत छोटा होता है तो वह मास बॉडी जो है कहलाता है पॉइंट मास. इट मीन दैट उसके सारे के सारे मास एक पर्टिकुलर पॉइंट पर कंसंट्रेटेड है क्योंकि वह बहुत छोटा है. लाइकली इन द सेम वे हियर वी हैव टू स्टडी अबाउट पॉइंट चार्ज. Then what we should say? We should say, or we used to say, if size of the charged particle is very small in comparison to separation between the charged particle, then that very body will be considered as, or that very charged particle will be considered as point charged particles, right? Then this very relation is between two point charged particles. It means that ये बहुत छोटे छोटे particles हैं जिसके बीच में separation r है. इन दोनों का साइज दोनों के separation के बीच में के कंपेरिजन में बहुत कम है. Then question is this कि what will be amount of force between these two particles? This very law is given by Mr. Coulomb. This very force may be attractive. In case of mass, force is always attractive, means in case of gravitation, force is always attractive. But here, force may be attractive, may be repulsive. That depends on nature of charges. कल आपने पढ़ा था जो है like charges repel each other and unlike charges attract each other, means force between two charged particles may be attractive or repulsive. That depends on nature of charges. If charged particle will be similarly charged, force will be repulsive. If oppositely charged, then attractive. Let us suppose here we have considered 2 point charged particle, 2 point positively charged particle. Then it is sure that force between these two will be repulsive in nature. But question is this, what will be value of the force? वह force होगा कितना? Now come over the law. According to Mr. Coulomb, we used to say force of attraction or repulsion, which depends on nature of charges between two charged particles, is directly proportional to product of the charges and inversely proportional to a square of distance between them. दो चार्ज के बीच में जो फोर्स ऑफ अट्रैक्शन या रिपल्सन होगा दोनों चार्ज के प्रोडक्ट के डायरेक्टली प्रोपोर्शनल होता है और दोनों के बीच के डिस्टेंस के स्क्वायर का इनवर्सली प्रोपोर्शनल होता है. इट मीन दैट वी कैन से एफ इज प्रोपोर्शनल टू q1 into q2 and inversely proportional to a square of distance between them. It means that f is proportional to q1 into q2 and it is also proportional to 1 by r square. Upon combining both, we used to write f is proportional to q1 into q2 by r square. Means we will write f will be proportional to q1 into q2 into 1 by r square, which will be equal to q1 into q2 by r square. Now here we have proportionality sign. When we convert this very proportionality sign into equal to, then we put here a constant. Let us suppose this very constant is k. Here value of k is 9 into 10 to the power 9. Question is this कि यह जो k है, means here we are writing f equal to k q1 into q2 by r square. Its value is this much, 9 into 10 to the power 9. इसका यूनिट क्या होगा? Then its unit is 9 in Newton meter square per coulomb square. Question is this, how do we find its unit? अगर मैंने आपको 9th और 10th में पढ़ाया है तो मैंने किसी भी फिजिकल क्वांटिटी का यूनिट फॉर्मूले से फाइंड करने का तरीका बताया था. जिसका यूनिट बताना निकालना चाह रहे हो उसको अकेले कर दो. सो कीप के एलोन, आर स्क्वायर q1 इंटू q2 उधर लेके चले जाओ तो क्या हो जाएगा, आर स्क्वायर ऊपर चला जाएगा, q1 और q2 नीचे आ जाएगा. देन k विल बी इक्वल टू दिस मच, मीन्स न्यूटन मीटर स्क्वायर coulomb per coulomb square. So its unit will be Newton meter square per coulomb square. This very k is also equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon 0. Epsilon 0, see this very quantity it is new for you. कुछ लोग इसको एप्सिलॉन 0 कहते हैं, कुछ लोग इसको एप्सिलॉन नोट कहते हैं. मीन्स हेयर k whose value is 9 into 10 to the power 9 is also equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon 0. Where epsilon 0 is absolute permittivity of free space or vacuum. Here epsilon 0 is absolute permittivity of free space or vacuum, which is equal to 8.854 into 10 to the power minus 12, and its unit is coulomb square, Newton minus 1 and meter minus 2. Again you can say कि how we can find its unit, then by the help of this from here you can find, right? It means that from here we can say that force will be directly proportional to charges and inversely proportional to a square of distance between them. See here r is in denominator. It means that when distance between the charged particle will increase, amount of interaction, means the amount of force between the charged particle will decrease. Means more distance, less force. Less distance, more force. And here q1 and q2 charges are in numerator, means when charges will increase, force will also increase, right? Now come over another thing. We used to say force is a vector quantity. Here force is acting between these two charged particles. Here both are positively charged, means force will be repulsive in nature. It means this very charged particle will repel this very charged particle along this direction, and this very charged particle will repel this very charged particle along this direction, or not? Because force is a vector quantity. Then question is, what will be vector form of Coulomb law? Means what will be expression of force of Coulomb, of force between two charged particles. We studied this very thing under the heading vector form of Coulomb law. Means vector form of force between two charged particles. For that, now see here. Let us suppose it is your two-dimensional region, means that it is a planar region in which we have placed two charged particles q1 and q2 at positions A and B, having separation r. मान लो इस प्लेनर रीजन में हमने पॉइंट ए और बी पर दो चार्ज पार्टिकल रखा Q1 और Q2 जिसके बीच का सेपरेशन R है. Now we have to find force between expression of force between these two charged particles in vector form, right? Then now come over content, see this very figure once again. Let us suppose your charge Q1 is at point A whose position vector is R1. What do you mean by position vector? Then simply we used to say the vector which gives us position of any object is known as position vector, right? Then position vector, we always represent position of anything with respect to some reference frame. So here we are expressing position of this very vector with respect to origin. Here our reference frame is origin. Means you can say OA is position vector of a charge Q1 which is equal to R1, and at point B charge Q2 whose position vector is OB which is equal to R2. Let us suppose both are similarly charged. As both are similarly charged, so there will be force of repulsion between these two. It means that this very charge will experience force along this direction and this very charge along this direction. Let us suppose we have considered here, now we have to find what will be expression of force on 1 due to 2 and force on Q2 due to Q1. Here we have considered F12 which is equal to force on charge Q1 due to charge Q2. Force on charge Q1 due to charge Q2 which will be along this direction. And F21 force on Q2 due to Q1. Force on Q2 due to Q1 which will be along this direction. Here we have considered vector AB. See this very vector AB. Vector A to B. Vector which is also equal to vector R1 to vector Q1 to Q2. R12 vector pointing from Q1 to Q2. R12 which is equal to vector pointing from Q1 to Q2. And let us suppose we have considered another vector, vector BA, B to A. It means that origin point is B and terminal point is end point, final point is A. BA which will be equal to vector 2, 1. Vector pointing from charge Q2 to Q1, right? Now question is this, what will be expression of F12? F12 means force on Q1 due to Q2. Force on 1 due to Q2 will be equal to 1 by 4πε0 जो हमने पढ़ा है यहाँ अभी फॉर्मूला, सेम फार्मूला होना चाहिए. फोर्स विल बी इक्वल टू 1 by 4πε0 Q1 into Q2 by R square. न्यूमेरिकल वैल्यू विल बी दिस, ओनली दिस मच. कितना वैल्यू होगा, कितना फोर्स लगाएगा जो है चार्ज Q1 पर जो है Q2 के द्वारा कितना फोर्स लगेगा, देन दैट विल बी इक्वल टू दिस मच. इतना फोर्स लगेगा. बट क्वेश्चन इज दिस, हियर वी हैव पुट एरो साइन ओवर F. F12 means, and this very arrow represent vector. It means that F12 is a vector quantity and a vector has both magnitude and direction. So question is this, so what will be its direction? Then you tell me, dear students, what should be direction of force experienced by Q1 due to Q2, as both are similarly charged. So force will be repulsive in nature. So force should be along this direction or not? Means B to A means 2 to 1. Magnitude is this much. Magnitude is this much and direction is along this direction. Direction is along this direction. So let us suppose along this direction means from 2 to 1 we have taken a unit vector which has only one magnitude 1 and it shows direction. It is well known fact to you all that unit vectors are used to represent directions. So let us suppose we have considered here a unit vector R2 to 1. It means it is representing a vector whose direction is along this direction Q2 to Q1, but its magnitude is 1. So what should we write? We should write vector F12 will be equal to 1 by 4πε0 Q1 into Q2 by R square, unit vector R2 1. Now question is this, what will be its more next step? Then we should write this equal to this equal to this, and we express unit vector in term of vector also. It is well known fact to you all that unit vector A equal to vector A divided by magnitude of vector A. As I think you have already studied in class 11. So by using this very rule, we have written here unit vector R21 equal to vector R21 divided by magnitude of R21. Now it will be equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon 0 Q1 into Q2 by. Now listen here, we have R square distance between these two, and it is your magnitude of vector R21. Then it is your R21. So what will be its magnitude? Magnitude will be equal to R or not? Then R square into R will be equal to RQ or not? Then we will write 1 by 4 pi epsilon 0 Q1 into Q2 by RQ into unit vector R into vector R21, right? Vector R221. Now express this very vector R221 in term of position vector R2 and R1. Then from your earlier class, in class 11 you have studied, by the help of triangle law we used to write vector R2, this vector plus this vector is equal to this vector. पढ़े हो ना ट्रायंगल लॉ में कि अगर दो वेक्टर जो है हेड टू हेड जुड़ा हुआ हो, हेड टू टेल अरेंजमेंट से जुड़ा हुआ हो, देन द थर्ड वेक्टर विच इज फाउंड बाय ज्वाइनिंग टेल ऑफ फर्स्ट टू हेड ऑफ सेकंड will be resultant vector or not? Then can we write here your vector is R21, R221. So can we write vector R2 vector plus vector R21 vector will be vector R1 vector? Now see here, vector R2 vector plus vector R21 vector equal to R1 vector. Then can we write vector R21 will be equal to vector R1 minus vector R2. It means that we can write it will be equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon 0 Q1 into Q2 by RQ into R1 minus R2. Right? Consider this very equation as equation number 1. Now find force applied by force on charge Q due to Q1. Now find force experienced by Q2 due to Q1. We have considered it as F21. Question is this, then what will be value of F21? Again magnitude will be same, magnitude will be equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon 0 Q1 into Q2 by R square. Magnitude will be this, but what will be direction? Direction will be, we are finding force over this, we are finding force over this charge. तो इस पर फोर्स किधर लगेगा? It will experience repulsive force, so it will be along this direction. Then its direction will be from 1 to 2. That's why we have given here unit vector 1 to 2. Why unit vector? Because we have need of only direction, no magnitude. Magnitude is already mentioned here. Then it will be equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon 0 Q1 into Q2 by R square vector R21. And now again by the help of this rule, we can write unit vector R12 will be equal to vector R12 divided by magnitude of vector R12, right? Then again it will be equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon 0 Q1 into Q2. It is your magnitude of R12. Again it will be equal to R or not? Again it will be equal to R. So R square into, so R square into R will be equal to RQ, R12. Now it will be equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon 0 Q1 into Q2 by RQ. And now again express this very vector, in term of position vector R1 and R2. Here 1 to 2, here we have vector 1 to 2. So can we write vector R1 plus vector R1 to 2 will be equal to R2? Can we write vector R1 plus vector R1 to 2 will be equal to vector R2. Then vector R12 will be equal to vector R2 minus vector R1 or not? Here we have to write vector R12 equal to here we have to write vector r12 equal to, then r12 equal to from triangle law what we should write, vector r1 plus vector r12, vector r1 plus vector r12 equal to vector r2, then vector r12 will be equal to r2 minus r1. See here, vector r1 plus vector r12 equal to vector r2, so r12 will be equal to r2 minus r1. So here we have written vector r12 equal to r2 minus r1. It means that it is your 1 by 4 pi epsilon 0 q1 into q2 by rq, vector r2 to r1. Now take minus common. When you will take minus common, then it will become positive and it will become negative. Minus we have put here, minus 1 by 4 pi epsilon 0 q1 into q2 by rq, and it will become r1 minus r2. Now see this part, 1 by 4 pi epsilon 0 q1 into q2 by rq, r1 minus a2. And now see here, 1 by 4 pi epsilon 0 q1 into q2 by r1 minus r2, both are same or not? So, and it is equal to f12. So can we write it will be equal to minus f12? It means that f21 is equal to f12. f21 is equal to f12. What does it mean? Now see both are vectors. f21 is force on 2 by 1, f12 is force on 1 by 2. Both are numerically equal. Both are numerically equal, but here we have minus sign. In case of vector, minus indicates direction. It means that no doubt both will be equal. Force experienced by q1 due to q2 and q2 due to q1, no doubt both will be equal in magnitude but opposite in direction, which is visible from here. ये इसको रिपेल करेगा इधर, ये इसको रिपेल करेगा इधर. Magnitude will be same but direction will be opposite. It means that from here we can say f21 is equal to minus f12, right? बाबू आपने पढ़ा है न्यूटन्स थर्ड लॉ ऑफ मोशन. What is Newton's third law of motion? If two bodies apply force on each other, then action and reaction are equal and opposite to each other. Q1 is applying force on Q2 and Q2 is applying force on Q1. Then according to third law, magnitude should be same but direction should be opposite, which is visible here. It means that this very law which is given by Mr. Coulomb, that is following Newton's third law. It means that यह जो लॉ जो कि बाद में दिया गया है अपने पुराने लॉ को फॉलो कर रहा है. It means that the law is highly authentic or not, right? Now come over one more thing. अभी हमने जो डिस्कस किया बाबू, force between two charged particles when charges will be placed in vacuum. जब दोनों चार्ज वैक्यूम में रहेंगे, क्वेश्चन इज दिस, व्हाट विल हैपन व्हेन चार्जेज विल बी प्लेस्ड इन अ मीडियम. पानी में रहेगा, केरोसिन में रहेगा, कहीं और रहेगा. व्हेन द चार्जेज विल बी इन अ मीडियम, देन व्हाट विल हैपन टू फोर्स बिटवीन देम, राइट? तो जरा सा ध्यान से देखो तो इसमें टर्म क्या आया है. इट मीन दैट यही दोनों चार्ज रहेंगे. अगर किसी पानी में, वाटर में, केरोसिन ऑयल में कहीं भी रहेगा, चार्ज दोनों यही रहेगा. सेपरेशन ओनली डिफरेंस इज कि यह जो है अभी वैक्यूम में है, उस समय जो है केरोसिन ऑयल में चला जाएगा, उस समय वाटर में चला जाएगा, और ना. तो जरा सा फॉर्मूला देखो क्या क्या इसमें आ रहा है. F इक्वल टू 1 by 4 पाई, इट इज कांस्टेंट. Q1 Q2 है ही, R है ही. इट मीन दैट एंड सी दिस वेरी एप्सिलॉन 0 एब्सोल्यूट परमिटिविटी ऑफ फ्री स्पेस और वैक्यूम. यहाँ एप्सिलॉन 0 है जो कि वैक्यूम क्या है, यहाँ वैक्यूम में था तो वैक्यूम का आ रहा था. लेकिन नाउ योर चार्जेज इज प्लेस्ड इन ए मीडियम. इसका मतलब एप्सिलॉन 0 की जगह कुछ और नया आना चाहिए, मीडियम का आना चाहिए। अगर एप्सिलॉन जीरो जो है कांस्टेंट वैक्यूम का था तो मीडियम का कांस्टेंट आना चाहिए। रियली मीडियम का ही कांस्टेंट आता है, मीडियम का ही कांस्टेंट आता है। तो जरा सा ध्यान से देखो तो इट मीन दैट अगर एब्सोल्यूट पर एप्सिलॉन जीरो जो है एब्सोल्यूट परमिटिविटी ऑफ वैक्यूम है, तो एप्सिलॉन जीरो की जगह जो है हमको एब्सोल्यूट परमिटिविटी ऑफ मीडियम डाल देना चाहिए, और नॉट। और यही हम लोग करते हैं बाबू। इट मीन दैट व्हेन टू चार्जेज विल बी प्लेस्ड इन अ मीडियम हैविंग एब्सोल्यूट परमिटिविटी एप्सिलॉन m, then force between them will be 1/4 pi epsilon m q1 into q2 by r square. There will be no difference of direction, only difference will be of epsilon m. यहाँ एप्सिलॉन जीरो था वैक्यूम में जब था, यहाँ एप्सिलॉन m हो जाएगा। इट मीन दैट फोर्स विल बी इक्वल टू 1/4 pi q1 into q2 by r square. Now question is this कि what will happen to force between the charged particles in comparison to जो है जब वैक्यूम में था उस समय जो फोर्स था और जब मीडियम में रहेगा तब फोर्स क्या होगा। थिंक ओवर दिस पे टॉपिक। वहाँ वैक्यूम में था, कुछ भी नहीं था बीच में, यहाँ पर कुछ बीच में आ गया है, यू कैन से दैट इज ऑब्स्टैकल, देन फोर्स विल डिक्रीज। रियली फोर्स बिटवीन चार्जेस डिक्रीजेस, इट मीन दैट यू कैन से लगता है एप्सिलॉन m का वैल्यू जो है बढ़ गया है, मीन्स वैल्यू ऑफ एप्सिलॉन m इज मोर देन एप्सिलॉन जीरो, दैट्स व्हाई फोर्स विल डिक्रीज। And we used to write force equal to 1/4 pi epsilon m q1 into q2 by r square. Next thing is this, is epsilon m related with epsilon zero? Then answer is yes, यह related है। वह कैसे related है? Then जरा सभी पहले देख लो क्या लिखेंगे हम लोग। वी यूज टू राइट एप्सिलॉन m इक्वल टू 1/4 पाई एप्सिलॉन जीरो इंटू एप्सिलॉन r q1 इंटू q2 बाय r स्क्वायर। इट मीन दैट इन प्लेस ऑफ एप्सिलॉन m वी कैन राइट इट विल बी इक्वल टू एप्सिलॉन जीरो इंटू एप्सिलॉन r, राइट। इट मीन दैट एप्सिलॉन m इक्वल टू epsilon 0 into epsilon r. It means that epsilon r equal to epsilon m by epsilon 0. Question is this, what is this very epsilon r? जरा सा ध्यान से देखो। It is your absolute permittivity of vacuum. It is your absolute permittivity of medium. And this ER is known as relative permittivity of the medium. This ER is known as relative permittivity of the medium. क्वेश्चन is this की बात समझ में आई नहीं, ये क्या कैसे हुआ। Relative permittivity of the medium means relative permittivity of the medium with respect to vacuum. बाबू जरा आपने क्लास 9th में रिलेटिव डेंसिटी पढ़ा है, आपने यह पढ़ा है रिलेटिव डेंसिटी ऑफ गोल्ड इज इक्वल टू डेंसिटी ऑफ गोल्ड बाय डेंसिटी ऑफ वाटर। इट मीन दैट हियर वी आर एक्सप्रेसिंग डेंसिटी ऑफ गोल्ड विद रिस्पेक्ट टू वाटर, और नॉट। तो रियली यह जो डेंसिटी जो है किसी के भी टर्म में एक्सप्रेस कर सकते हैं। इट मीन दैट, और याद करो तो जरा क्या लिखते थे, रिलेटिव डेंसिटी ऑफ गोल्ड विद रिस्पेक्ट टू वाटर, रिलेटिव डेंसिटी ऑफ गोल्ड विद रिस्पेक्ट टू वाटर इक्वल टू डेंसिटी ऑफ गोल्ड बाय डेंसिटी ऑफ वाटर। याद करो बच्चे, यही लिखते थे। इसका मतलब जिसका डेंसिटी निकालेंगे उसका डेंसिटी ऊपर और जिसके रिस्पेक्ट में निकालते थे उसका डेंसिटी लिखते थे। तो यह जो रिलेटिव डेंसिटी हम लोग वाटर के टर्म में निकाल रहे हैं, यह रियली केवल वाटर का ही टर्म में नहीं निकलता है। रिलेटिव डेंसिटी किसी भी मीडियम के रिस्पेक्ट में निकलता है। इट मीन दैट इफ वी वांट टू फाइंड रिलेटिव डेंसिटी ऑफ ए विद रिस्पेक्ट टू बी, देन व्हाट वी शुड राइट, डेंसिटी ऑफ ए विद रिस्पेक्ट टू बी इक्वल टू जिसका डेंसिटी निकाल रहे हैं उसका ऊपर और जिसके रिस्पेक्ट में निकाल रहे हैं उसका नीचे। इसको समझने के लिए एक और एग्जांपल लो। लेट अस सपोज मैं रिलेटिव डेंसिटी निकाल रहा हूँ, वेट, मैं एक एग्जांपल वेट का ले रहा हूँ, रिलेटिव वेट निकालना चाह रहा हूँ। लेट अस सपोज वेट ऑफ रंजीत सर इज 100 kg। Let us suppose weight of Ranjit sir is 100 kg and there is a student in class 12th whose weight is 50, named X, whose weight is 50 kg। मान लो कि जो है क्लास 12th में एक बच्चा X है, उसका वेट 50 kg है। पूछा जाए व्हाट इज द वेट ऑफ एक्चुअल वेट ऑफ रंजीत सर, व्हाट इज द एब्सोल्यूट वेट ऑफ रंजीत सर 100 kg, व्हाट इज द एब्सोल्यूट वेट ऑफ X 50 kg। अगर ये पूछा जाए what is the relative weight of Ranjit sir with respect to X, तो क्या बोलोगे? Ranjit sir is double of X or not? Ranjit sir is double of X means relative weight of Ranjit sir with respect to X is 2, double। इसका मतलब हम लोग क्या लिखते हैं बाबू? रिलेटिव। और वह 2 कब आएगा? जब आप लिखेंगे 100/50 विच इज इक्वल टू 2। तो ये कब आएगा? जब जिसका वेट निकाल रहे हैं उसका ऊपर और जिसका रिस्पेक्ट में निकाल रहे हैं उसका नीचे। वेट ऑफ रंजीत सर बाय वेट ऑफ एक्स। इट मीन दैट रिलेटिव वेट निकाल रहे हैं तो जिसका वेट निकालते हैं उसका ऊपर, जिसके रिस्पेक्ट में निकालते हैं उसका नीचे। इन द सिमिलर मैनर रिलेटिव डेंसिटी ऑफ ए विद रिस्पेक्ट टू बी इक्वल टू डेंसिटी ऑफ ए विद रिस्पेक्ट टू डेंसिटी ऑफ बी। इन द सिमिलर मैनर it is your absolute permittivity of vacuum, it is your absolute permittivity of medium, then what will be relative permittivity of medium with respect to vacuum, which is denoted by sign ER, relative permittivity of medium with respect to vacuum। तो जिसका निकाल रहे हैं उसका परमिटिविटी ऊपर और जिसके रिस्पेक्ट में निकाल रहे हैं उसका नीचे। इट मीन दैट वी शुड राइट ER इक्वल टू EM/E0, ER equal to EM/E0। so can we write EM will be equal to E0 into ER, E0 into ER, right? It means that F equal to 1/4πε0 E0 into ER, Q1 into Q2 by R square। This very ER is known as relative permittivity of the medium. It is also known as dielectric constant of the medium। We will discuss this relative constant in our next classes, right? Now I am closing this content. We will meet tomorrow with new video. Thank you.